Hey guys, Matt Jones here with Ray and Graham, two veterans of the Korean War. Just interested to know your reflections coming back to Korea. What is it like coming? Is this your first time back to Korea? Firstly?
Well, it's not my first time, and I'll let Graham speak for himself. I was here probably about 7 or 8 years ago.
Right.
And Graham?
Yeah, I was back here in '07.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Can't get over
yeah,
the cities that have come up.
amazing. Yeah.
Incredible.
And so, not having been the first time, is there what's it like as someone who was here during the war, returning? Is there? I mean, is it what type of reflections does it bring to you?
Well, when I was here, I very rarely left the base. We were based at Kimpo, and I had no reason to leave the base and go sightseeing. I did on one occasion go into Seoul just to have a look around, and I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. So we largely stayed on the base, and we had very little opportunity to mingle with the local populace, and so we didn't fully appreciate what the Korean people really were. I suppose we compared to the Japanese people, and they're entirely different. So I really didn't get to know much about Korean people.
Yeah.
I think that out in the country, the destruction of everything and the way they lived, it was incredible. They were around trying. If you were at camp somewhere, they were around trying to get food and that sort of thing. But, what they went through, I couldn't imagine what they went through.
So one final question: what was it like for you when you actually returned back to Australia from your deployment?
It was an absolute non-event. I arrived back in Sydney, and it's as though I'd never been away.
Right.
Yeah.
People that I knew would say,
What year was that? That was in
at the end of 1953,
Right,
after
okay.
the war had finished.
Yeah.
And it was a matter of, have you been away somewhere? Oh yes, I've been away somewhere. Oh, good to see you back, sort of thing. But no one really knew anything about what was going on. And we sort of left more or less as individuals. There was no fanfare. And we returned as individuals. And when we arrived, we just sort of went home and then went to our base after a week or so to get our next assignment. Right. And that was the way it happened to me.
Yeah. Well, I just came home and built a wall, I suppose.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone. Never been in touch
really?
with anyone. Yeah.
What year was that, Brian?
52.
52. Yeah. Who did you serve with?
One battalion.
First battalion. So,
Yeah.
so I think in your bio I read you were at Marion Sang, is that correct? Were you? No, you weren't. Sorry, no.
We had 227. Yeah.
Okay. 227. Okay.
Yeah. But I just went home.
Yeah.
And got on. I never belonged to any big service organisations or anything. Yeah.
It's curious because I think there's, like you spoke about the large number of veterans who have come to Korea, and we heard people speaking about the forgotten war in those tributes. Then I think there's been a big lost opportunity in how Australia's engaged with our veterans, because the current generation of veterans haven't benefited from the journeys that you guys have had when you came back from operations. I think I take a view that there is some similarities between how you guys were received, not what you did necessarily. Reintegrating, I think, is often a challenge.
No one was interested. No, it was just you've been away for a couple of weeks, haven't you?
Yeah.
Get on with life. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Thousands of others been there. Forget it.
Yeah. Because we had no real communication with our families at home. You'd write a letter which would take a month to get home, and if you got an answer, that'd take a month to get back to you. And these days, where you can virtually talk to your family on a mobile phone while you're in the front line, that doesn't happen.
Perhaps if it hadn't have been 77 Squadron flying the mails, it would have been quicker.
It might have been too, yes.
Yeah. Guys, thanks very much for sharing your stories,
That's all right.
and it's great to meet you here in Korea.
Right.
Yeah, okay, thank
We'll
you.
go and get